So here's an example for you of solving a complex equation involving an absolute value. The absolute value of half x minus 6 equals x plus 3. Well, the first thing to notice is that this already gives me a condition. X plus 3 must be greater than or equal to 0 because it's the absolute value of something. So straight away I know x plus 3 must be greater than or equal to 0, which means x must be greater than or equal to negative 3. I can't have solutions less than negative 3. All right, remembering what the absolute value means, let's have a go. Either x plus 3, no, I should write it in the other order, excuse me. Sorry. Either half x minus 6 is equal to x plus 3 if half x minus 6 is greater than or equal to 0, or negative of half x minus 6 is equal to x plus 3 if half x minus 6 is less than 0. Now the first thing I'm going to do is simplify this so I know when I get to the end whether I'm meeting the condition. If a half x minus 6 is at least 0, then a half x is greater than or equal to 6 and x is greater than or equal to 12. Draw a line down between these two cases because otherwise I'll get confused. On this side, half x minus 6 is less than 0, so a half x is less than 6 and x is less than 12. Okay, let's solve. If a half x minus 6 is x plus 3, let's put the x's together and the numbers. Take away a half x from both sides, I'll have a half x on this side. Negative 6 take 3 is negative 9. And that means x must be negative 18. But x cannot be negative 18 and greater than or equal to 12. So this is not a possible solution. Let's try the other side. Negative here. Let's expand the brackets. Negative a half x plus 6 is x plus 3. Put the x's together. Plus a half. 3 on 2x. 6 take 3 is 3. That means 1 is a half x and x must be 2. If x is 2, it is less than 12 and it is greater than or equal to negative 3. So this is a possible solution to this equation. Now let me show you graphically what's happening here. Let me put in my two equations. The absolute value of half x minus 6 and x plus 3. Find where they intersect here. This point is 2 and something. It must be 5. It's 2 plus 3 is 5. That's this point here. Where was the other one going to be? The other place where these were going to intersect was down here at x is negative 18. Follow this line back until it meets that line. So it would have met except for the absolute value sign. So it's not a possible solution with an absolute value there.